Welcome back guys. In today's video we are going to discuss 5 cars that will ruin you. Yes, you heard me right. These cars will ruin you if something goes wrong. These are cars which may seem affordable, but it'll cost you your arm and your leg if something goes wrong. With the cost of living on the rise, we need cheap, reliable and affordable cars, not cars that will give us major issues. These are my cars to stay away from unless you have deep pockets. So without further ado, let's get straight to the video. So car number 1, and unfortunately it's one of my favorites, the BMW M5 E60. This 5-litre V10 monster produces just over 500 bhp and 0 to 60 in about 4.7 seconds. I love the design of this car. Beefy yet sophisticated, comfortable and luxurious, one of the best BMWs of its generation. Unfortunately, there's been a ridiculous number of E60 M5s needing replacement engines due to rod bearing issues. This is presumably caused with a lack of oil pressure on a cold start, resulting in what we call a spun bearing. As you can imagine, there's no fix to this except a replacement engine. The alternative would be to find a way which gives full oil pressure at the crank. Products do exist but very expensive and not common on the market. Be very careful, and if it was me, I'd personally buy one that's already had the engine work done to it. There's plenty about for sale and you're probably better off paying a little more for peace of mind. Our next car on the list is the typical Range Rover Sport, which just had to be on the list. Looking back at insurance and warranty claims over the last 10 years, this car ranked number 6. The most common problems related with the Range Rover Sport was the air suspension, with the average cost of repair coming in at £1,545, and with the most expensive repair coming in just over 20 grand, and that was for an engine repair, which is just absolutely unbelievable and shocking. It's not hard to believe either. A quick visit over to eBay, you'll see a number of Range Rover Sports and Discoveries of the same or similar year with engine issues. Our next car on the list is the Bentley Continental GT. You can pick up an older GT for around 7 to 10 grand. Although it may be around 20 years old, stick a private reg on and you'll get away with people thinking you're driving around in a 20 plus grand car. However, don't be so quick to get one. This is one car you want to stay away from. If you're not prepared to fix or fork out some money on repairs, then stay away. The Bentley Continental GT is one of the most unreliable cars recorded over the last 10 years, with an average repair bill of £2,300, which is just absolutely crazy. A few of these and that's the car value in repairs. The majority of the claims relate to electrical issues, followed by engine issues, with the average repair being at around £6,000. Take heed guys, stay away from this motor unless you're prepared to throw money at it. Next up, we have the Mazda 6 Sky Active Diesel, specifically the 2010 to 2014 model. The 2.2 diesel engine has an appalling reputation for failures. These include oil starvation, leading to damaged crankshafts and runaway engines, blocked DPFs, timing chain failures and more. You may think these issues apply to all cars. The Sky Active diesel engine has a known oil starvation issue, meaning sooner or later you'll be faced with expensive repair bills. These cars are ticking time bombs, so be very careful if you're considering buying one. Better yet, stay away from them. If you can't stay away from them and the urge is just too strong, buy the petrol instead. And finally, we have the famous Vauxhall Corsa. Yes, a Corsa. You may be thinking, what can possibly go wrong with a Corsa? Well, everything from ECU melting, water leaks, heater motor doesn't work, timing chain issues, head gasket, which they are quite famous for, gearbox, DPF, power steering columns, coil packs and spark plugs, to name a few. Stay away from the Corsa. The only time I'd consider buying one is if it's been looked after impeccably, which is a rarity nowadays. Don't bother wasting your time on one. Play it safe, get yourself a Honda Civic or a Jazz or anything else. Just stay away from Vauxhalls. So that's it guys, they're the first 5 cars that pop into my head. What's really frustrating is some of these manufacturers have been around for a century. You'd think by now they know how to make a reliable car. With inflation and cost of living on the rise, be sensible and buy the right car. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Peace out.